Lay your ear to the ground. Hear your mother breathe. She's been singing this song since the first heartbeat. Ooh, she's calling you home.
Feel the rhythm of the roots running under your feet. Every mountain, every river got a truth so deep.
Hey, this is mother's song where the wild runs free and the heart belongs.
Red clay dust on my worn out jeans. Sky so wide it could swallow your dreams. Granddad said, boy, don't forget the slang. It raised you up long before you could stand. Baseline thumping like a deer in the brush. Wind talking low like a midnight hush. City lights fade, but the truth don't change. Mother Earth speaks in a simple range.
Ooh, she don't shout, she whispers slow, but her voice is the oldest one you'll ever know. Lay your ear to the ground. Hear your mother breathe. She's been singing this song since the first heartbeat. Feel the rhythm of the roots running under your feet. Every mountain, every river got a truth so deep. Hey, this is mother's song where the wild runs free and the heart belongs. Oh,
Barefoot walking through the tall grass way. Sun kissing skin in a golden way. Mama said, girl, don't forget your place. It's right here, child, in the earth's embrace. Got that hip-hop snap with a countryside soul. Bassline booming like a thunder roll. Nature ain't quiet, she's a whole hard drum. Beat so deep you can't help but hum.
she's the water, she's the fire, she's the breath in your chest.
She's a cradle, she's a keeper, she's a place you rest.
Mother's song, mother's song. Lay your ear to the ground. Hear your mother breathe. She's been singing this song since the first heartbeat. Feel the rhythm of the roots running under your feet. Every mountain, every river got a truth so deep. Hey, this is mother's song where the wild runs free and the heart belongs.
Here we go. Let me get everybody on stage here. I brought the troublemakers with me tonight, guys. Like I told you I would last night. They are here. These are here they are.
We can be trouble, that's for sure.
But glad to have y'all with us tonight. I hope y'all had a great time with your family during the fake New Year's.
Yeah.
But I hope y'all enjoyed the time off and glad to have you back. Kristen, you weren't on the show last time. We missed you.
Oh, I missed you guys too. Happy to be back with you.
Glad to have you back. So welcome to the War Room. It is January 7th, 2026, and we have the Mushroom Ladies with us tonight.
Woohoo! Yeah.
So we got a big winner. Nature Girl won an Afghan.
Yes, she did.
So we want to congratulate.
What did you win?
She won an Afghan
From the drawing.
from a drawing we did.
Really?
Yeah,
Woohoo!
homemade.
You didn't know?
No, I didn't know.
That's really cute. I'm glad you found out tonight.
This is the right Nature Girl, right?
Yeah. Yes.
That's the one and only, right?
Yeah, that's the one and only.
Okay, I don't think we got it wrong.
No,
Well,
she went during the drawing of the live chat.
I saw the people saying congratulations. I'm like, for what? For what? But the biggest question
for a while.
The biggest question, Kim, is who's going to get to use that Afghan, you or your rescued pup?
Right. Definitely. I'm sure we'll both be cuddled in it together.
Nice.
Wow.
Glad to have you ladies with us tonight.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having us.
It's so great to be back. Thank you for having us and allowing us to share such important information that helps so many people. We appreciate you so much. Thank you again. I am Kim, and also known as Nurture Girl, again, in the Telegram. If y'all have any questions, please feel free to email us at thesheepdogspets@gmail.com. I'll bring the mushroom ladies on in just a second. Today, we're going to do a little different thing. We're going to talk about mushrooms and aging. And we have 3 very short videos, and then we'll have a little discussion afterwards on them. And I think you're all going to be excited. So, Diana, I'll turn it over to you now. Diana is certified in holistic pet care and CBD for pets and humans, and she is certified in pet nutrition.
Well, thank you, Kim. I'm so excited you won an Afghan. That's very cool.
Really?
I can't wait to see the picture of it. So, gosh, hi, everyone. I hope everyone had a blessed and wonderful December and New Year's and all of that family time and hecticness and stuff that goes with it. I know we're all in the recovery mode right now. Well, our primary goal is the health of our animals. However, tonight, we're going to talk a little bit about the health of the pet parents because we bring these animals into our homes or into our lives, whether it's a horse or a mule or a chicken or a dog or a cat. They depend on us. We've domesticated them. So therefore, we need to take care of them. And if we're not at our best, how can we be there for them? So our flagship product is the Coriellus versicolor mushroom. It's for animals and it's for humans. And it has 400 medical studies showing its support to the immune system. It's a really simple process. If the immune system gets the support that it needs, it goes to work and it does the job it was intended to do. We like to say we're on a mushroom mission, a mineral mission, and a nutritional mission. And the Coriellus versicolor, which has the PSP and PSK, meaning it was harvested correctly for pets and pet parents, is really hated by Big Pharma. It's hated because they can't replicate it. They can't synthesize it, nor can they patent it because it's from nature. So we are really on a mission to take the money out of the big box stores, out of Big Pharma, and to put it where it belongs, which is in the pockets of good people who are out there doing amazing things for us, like the sheepdogs and their platform and everything they're doing to help us. So before I turn it over to you, I'm going to share a little bit about my story because every time I share it, I do get someone who contacts me and tells me that the timing was just perfect for them. It's kind of amazing how somebody will say, maybe I don't tune in every single show, but tonight I tuned in and I heard your story and it made me think about what was going on in my own life or my friend's life or my father or my mother. And so I share this story every time I'm on just because you never know who is going to be listening. So I had a health scare in 2020. I was diagnosed with colon cancer. I don't have anyone in my family who had cancer. So for me, it was kind of a shock. And it was during pandemic. So the whole world was shut down. It was a very strange experience because every step of my journey was not a normal step, being that it was, pandemic. I was told that I had a tumor in my colon, that if it ruptured, it would kill me. But because of the nature of the timing that we were in at that point, they had to take my condition to a board, and the board had to decide whether or not I was worthy of being operated on. I asked my doctor, what would have happened if we weren't in this pandemic thing? He goes, well, you'd be in surgery right now. We'd be removing that tumor. Well, okay. So because we were in the place we were in with COVID and all of that, I had to wait 30 days. I had been working with this mushroom with animals for about 1.5 years at that point, and with people. I had seen amazing results. I knew about the 400 medical studies, and I thought, I'm not waiting 30 days. I am going to jump on this protocol right now. I know in Japan, this is one of the first protocols for someone who's dealing with something catastrophic like I was. I started taking 10 a day, which normal dosed would have been 3 a day. But I knew that I couldn't overdose. I knew that my body would use what it needed and then it would get rid of the rest. And I wanted to just give my immune system every ounce of support I could give it. So 30 days later, I got the call that I was approved for surgery and had to go in for pre-op blood work. I went in for that blood work. It was crazy. It was like a scene from the movie Outbreak. There was plastic on the walls. Everybody was in hazmat suits. Nobody was there. I had to go through 3 police checkpoints just to get into the lab. And they took my blood and they sent me home and said, be back here tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Don't eat anything, from midnight on. And so I went home and it was about 14 hours later, I got a phone call that they wanted to do an immediate conference call with me over Zoom. And it was my doctor, and he had a big smile on his face. And he said, "What are you doing?" And I just thought that was so bizarre. I'm getting ready to go to the hospital. I've got a little suitcase packed. I'm kind of hoping that you're not calling to cancel, right? And he said, "Dayna, you're in remission. What are you doing?" And, for those of us who have had cancer, everybody knows those are good words. But honestly, do we really know what they meant? For me, I didn't know what it meant. And so I asked him, I said, I know this is good news, but what does this mean? He goes, "Well, it means that the cancer that you have has stopped its progression and is basically in regression." And I asked him how he knew that. And he said, "Every cancer has a marker. My markers were off the charts when they should have been 2.5. But that day I was 0.05. And again, he said, "What are you doing?" And so I said, "Well, doc, I'm taking the Coriellus versicolor mushroom. That's all I'm doing." And the next words were kind of sad. He said to me, "I don't know anything about that." He's an oncologist. This is what he does for a living. And so I told him I would send him everything I had on his behalf. And what I appreciated about him, he didn't tell me not to take it. But he said, "We still need to get this tumor out. We're going to also have to do chemo because it's a very aggressive cancer." And my husband and I had both agreed that I would not do chemo until I started doing some research and saw that Sloan Kettering had done some amazing studies about how this all-natural, beautiful Coriellus versicolor mushroom actually could complement chemotherapy. So I had the surgery. That's a whole nother story for another day about what it was like to be in a hospital that was on medical lockdown. And then I started chemo for 6 months. And during that time, I didn't lose my hair. I didn't throw up. I had bad days. There were some bad days, but most of the days were pretty darn good. But here's what was happening. As my body was being destroyed by chemotherapy, this mushroom was giving my immune system to do what God intended it to do. Obviously, it had been compromised before, but my body was literally repairing, replenishing, rejuvenating, rebuilding as it was being torn apart. People who know me, and Kristen was there during that time, I did not look like a typical chemotherapy cancer patient. I had color in my skin. I looked like a normal person. I didn't look like a person who was being depleted. And most people that we talk to that go through chemo, at the end of it, it takes them sometimes years to recover. I came through this beautifully, but what I came through with was better numbers than I started with. My bone density improved. My blood was better than it was pre-cancer. So, what I can tell anybody out there, if you know someone who is dealing with something catastrophic, whether it's something like cancer or something, as simple as allergies, please, I would love to chat with them. I would love to help them through the process. We are not giving medical advice. We are not veterinarians. We are not medical professionals. This mushroom doesn't cure. It doesn't heal. It doesn't treat. All that it does is goes in and says to the immune system, "We're here to help. Let's help you do the job you were supposed to do." So that's my story. Again, you can always email me at sheepdogspets@gmail.com, and we can set up a time for me to talk to a loved one. Sometimes they won't listen to the loved ones, but they'll listen to a stranger. I mean, it's just kind of what happens when you're going through something like this. But I'm excited because we're going to have Kristen do some really cool stuff tonight. She's made some amazing videos because she's so talented. And she's going to talk about the aging process and what mushrooms can do so that we can be healthier to take care of our families and our furry family members. So, Mr. Sheepdog, if you could put the first video on, and then Kristen's going to come on. She is certified in mycology and in pet nutrition, and we'll take it from there. So take it away.
Are you talking about
Whichever one you want.
the New Year's party video or?
No, I don't think we're supposed to sell that. I don't think that one was that one. No.
All right. Hold on.
Good one.
Welcome to the Mushroom Moment. My name is Kristen Ludlow. I'm certified in mycology, which is the study of mushrooms. And we're going to talk about why shiitake and reishi mushrooms are great for graceful aging, skin, hair, and more. First, they're rich in antioxidants, which protect against cellular aging. Both mushrooms are packed with powerful antioxidants like ergothioneine, selenium, and phenolic compounds that fight free radicals, helping prevent premature aging, wrinkles, and skin damage. Second, they provide immune system modulation, and a strong immune system helps repair and regenerate tissues, including skin and hair. Reishi helps reduce chronic inflammation and can calm autoimmune flare-ups that can manifest as acne, eczema, or irritation. And shiitake supports healthy immune response and tissue repair, which is the key for skin healing and glow. They can also help clear the skin and reduce wrinkles. Reishi has natural anti-inflammatory and antihistamine properties, making it ideal for calming redness, acne, puffiness, and irritation. And shiitake contains kojic acid, which helps brighten the complexion, fade dark spots, and reduce hyperpigmentation. Both mushrooms are rich in beta-glucans, which help retain moisture, smooth fine lines, and improve skin elasticity. These mushrooms also provide anti-inflammatory power. Inflammation is a root cause of skin breakouts, redness, and aging, but both mushrooms calm internal and external inflammation, improving skin clarity, reducing flare-ups, and promoting a more youthful, even complexion. They also provide hair color and growth support. Shiitake mushroom is rich in copper, which supports melanin production, helping preserve your hair's natural color and delay graying. And reishi mushroom helps improve circulation to the scalp, and it's thought to inhibit DHT, which is a hormone linked to hair loss. Both mushrooms reduce stress-related hair shedding and support adrenal health, helping restore hormonal imbalance. They also provide hydration and skin barrier repair. Reishi enhances skin hydration and helps repair the skin barrier, making it effective for dry, aging, or sensitive skin. And shiitake's polysaccharides help lock in moisture, improving the skin texture and softness. We also see brain and stress support. Reishi acts as a calming adaptogen, helping regulate stress hormones like cortisol that negatively impact skin, hair, and overall aging. And shiitake provides B vitamins to support energy and mood balance. And last, they help with metabolic and heart health. Both mushrooms help regulate blood sugar, support liver detoxification, and improve circulation, which all contribute to healthier skin, balanced hormones, and improved vitality. Thank you for watching our mushroom moment. God bless.
So that's so weird watching yourself on a video.
But at least it ain't AI.
Yeah, right. It's a real person, friends. But yes, so as you can see, the reishi and shiitake mushrooms specifically have so many components and compounds that are really helpful for graceful aging. And just in case you're curious, you know, which products we have that have those mushrooms in them, we do have the Enforce Plus, which is the yellow bottle. This is the Coriolis versicolor mushroom and the reishi mushroom as well. And then we also have the Enforce Shield, which is the orange bottle that has the shiitake mushroom in it. So not only does it help with having all those antioxidants in it, immune system modulation, helping clear skin and reduce wrinkles, anti-inflammatory power, all of those things, hair color and growth support. But there's something that a lot of people don't realize is that your body makes its own collagen. And we've been almost conditioned, right? If we're lacking collagen, a lot of times we'll go look for outside collagen to put into our body, which is okay. It's a good thing because your body needs collagen. However, there are foods that help boost your own body's production of the collagen itself. So you're not getting a foreign collagen coming into your body. It's your own body's collagen, which is really exciting because God has designed everything perfectly. And so you don't always have to take all of these outside things and put them in. When we're eating the right foods, our body naturally does all of these things on its own. And to take it one step further, you saw that the reishi mushroom particularly is great for hydration and skin barrier repair. And that's why we have a new line called MycaV, and we have the Body Balm Plus, which is just a couple of ingredients: shea butter, arrowroot powder, coconut oil, calendula oil. Look up calendula oil and all of the benefits of that oil. It does so many things for the body and for the skin. But it also has the reishi mushroom. So it's very deeply hydrating. We see people all the time, especially construction workers or people that work in restaurants that have spent so much money on all of these expensive creams and lotions, and they really can't find anything that helps. And this simple little concoction with just a couple ingredients, they put it on and it just does the trick immediately. We've also seen with the reishi mushroom being able to calm the skin. So we've seen some really irritated, hot acne and skin rashes and those types of things. And we put that Body Balm Plus on and it just calms it and soothes it relatively quickly. So we're really excited about having the reishi mushroom in that. And then we also have a new product that's called the Beauty and Longevity Gel. And this is something that you mix in with your food. Now, something you need to know about everything that you'll find on the website at sheepdogspets.com is that everything is 100% natural. We use absolutely nothing artificial or synthetic in it. So this is natural botanicals, adaptogenic mushroom extracts. It has the reishi and the shiitake and also the maitake, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But then it also has hyaluronic acid, amla extract, biotin, MSM, organic aloe vera, Irish sea moss, and agar. So there's all types of oils and botanicals and adaptogenic mushrooms that are in this. And all you do is just mix it with the smoothie, 1 to 2 teaspoons a day, mix it in with your smoothie, and you get all of that natural goodness into your body. And again, these things, they're not cures for anything. They're just foods. They're just natural ingredients that grow, that we have growing in abundance all over the world. And all we do is feed the body the right things, and then the body itself is what's able to accomplish all of that. So it's kind of different from the way we were conditioned, right? We're used to going to the medication or going to the treatment or taking the specific supplement for this specific thing, when really it all comes down to just what are we ingesting? Like, what are we putting into our body, and why are we being reactive? Okay, I have the wrinkle, now I need this specific thing, instead of being proactive and eating the right foods so that the body naturally has the elasticity that it needs. So we're excited about those products and how helpful they are. Do any of you guys have any questions?
We can also go to the next video while we're waiting for questions to come up.
Very good idea. Here is the next video.
Welcome to our mushroom moment. My name is Kristen Ludlow. I'm certified in mycology, which is the study of mushrooms. And right now we're going to talk about how holistic mushrooms affect the mitochondria in ways that plants cannot. Now, while there are many herbs and antioxidants that can reduce damage, holistic mushrooms, especially reishi, shiitake, lion's mane, maitake, and Coriolus versicolor, go a step further. They activate mitochondrial biogenesis. That means that they help the body create new, healthy mitochondria, which is one of the most fundamental keys to longevity. I don't know if you remember back to your high school biology class, but mitochondria are the powerhouse of the cell. So that's why this is such a big deal. Aging is largely the result of declining mitochondrial function. Mitochondria power every cell, every organ, every process. So when mitochondria weaken, we see aging, less energy, slower repair, duller skin, weakened immunity. But holistic mushrooms contain compounds like beta-glucans, triterpenes, polysaccharides, polyphenols, and ergothioneine, which is a rare longevity antioxidant found in mushrooms, but almost non-existent in other foods. Now, these compounds have been shown to trigger mitochondrial repair pathways, support the creation of new mitochondria, protect mitochondria from oxidative stress, and reduce cellular rusting. All of this helps to support a youthful cellular turnover. So this mitochondrial support is one of the most scientifically validated anti-aging mechanisms. Yet most people only know mushrooms for immunity or stress support. So in simple terms, holistic mushrooms don't just protect your cells from aging, they help your cells rebuild their power source, which is something very few natural ingredients can do. We hope you enjoyed the mushroom moment. Thank you for watching, and God bless.
I like the mushroom moment.
Yeah, I like
That's
that.
badass,
They're
man.
really good. I like
That's
these.
creativity right there, guys. And that's not even AI. That's all natural.
Can you guys put one of those together for the sheepdog so that I can put it on Twitter and Facebook?
Yeah, we can do that and put your website on there so people know where to go to get these amazing mushrooms.
I'm just impressed
Thank
with
you.
all the big words.
I know, that's why there has to be captions. There needs to be captions because I'm the kind of person that I watch something like that and I'm like, wait, what did they say?
Yeah.
I write it down. So like there needs to be captions so people know how to spell everything. But I love this question. When buying mushrooms in the grocery store, do they have benefits? I love mushrooms. I eat them all the time. Yes, humans and mushrooms share 40 to 50% of the same DNA. So not all mushrooms obviously are beneficial for humans. Some of them are poisonous. Some of them can create psychedelic effects, so you want to be careful of that. But store-bought mushrooms and holistic or medicinal mushrooms have so many benefits, and you really can't eat too much of them. They're so good for you. There was actually a study that was done on mice in a lab where there was a test group of mice that were only fed the Coriolis versicolor mushroom for their entire life. They had no other food source. And then the other mice were fed normal mouse food. And the mice that were taking only the Coriolis versicolor mushroom extract lived 2 to 3 times longer than the other mice, which blew me away. And when you learn about the mitochondrial biogenesis, that explains why. And I am so nerdy when it comes to mitochondrial biogenesis because it's something that so many of us have no idea what it is or that it exists. As a matter of fact, for thousands of years that we've been using these medicinal and holistic mushrooms, we never even knew what it was that was causing the experience that we were having. We just know the ancient Egyptians called it the mushroom of youth. The ancient Chinese called it the mushroom of longevity. All they know is when I eat this mushroom, I feel younger and I look younger. When I eat this mushroom, I live longer. And so now that we have science and we were able to validate a lot of what we're experiencing and realize that it all comes down to mitochondrial biogenesis, that's actually what they're doing. And mushrooms are some of the only foods that do it. And it feeds our bodies in ways that even plants, even beneficial plants and herbs and oils can't. Only mushrooms can do these things for us. So we have the oyster mushrooms do have benefits as well. Now, most of the mushrooms that you buy from the store that are in like the produce section, like the oyster mushrooms and the portobello and the button and all of those mushrooms, they do have great benefits for you, but they're not considered medicinal mushrooms or holistic mushrooms. That's a completely different category. The mushrooms that we're sharing with you today are all considered holistic mushrooms. So the ones that really help to activate your mitochondrial biogenesis, like I said, are not only the Coriolis versicolor and the reishi, which can be found in the yellow bottle, but also the maitake mushroom, which is found in the Enforce Restore, the red bottle, helps to generate mitochondrial biogenesis. The clarity mushroom, which is the lion's mane mushroom in the Enforce Clarity, the blue bottle, helps to generate mitochondrial biogenesis.
and the Inforce Shield, the orange bottle with the shiitake mushroom, also activates that. So it's really great. I personally, myself, I'm 44 years old. I feel like I'm 23 years old. As a matter of fact, that's where I've just stopped counting. I just decided I'm going to be 23 for the rest of my life. But I personally take one of every single one of those in the morning because I want to activate all those longevity pathways. I want to activate that mitochondrial biogenesis. This is actually the most important food that I eat every day is my breakfast, which is my combination of these complementary mushrooms. And so, like I said, we also have the Mica V line, the Beauty and Longevity Gel also has the maitake, shiitake, and reishi mushroom in it, along with those other botanicals and herbs that you can add into a smoothie or something if you want to get that extra support. But my friends, if you want to learn anything about aging gracefully and about feeling younger, looking younger, and adding more years to your life that are high quality, start researching the mitochondria and how important those are, and look into mitochondrial biogenesis. It's absolutely fascinating. Yes, this is the new Beauty and Longevity Gel, and this is a revolutionary thing that we've never seen before, and we're so excited for what people are experiencing when they start getting this into their system and they get all that additional support. It makes a huge, huge difference.
So, Kristen, when we were this whole, I'll tell a quick story. Kristen and Kurt and I went to an event. Unfortunately, it was a funeral, and we saw probably 20 people there that we have known for the last 10 to 20 years. And every single person that was there came up to Kristen and Kurt and Dale and I and said, what are you guys doing? Like, you guys just look so healthy. And then they were telling us all of their pains and aches. And I mean, it was kind of sad, wasn't it, Kristen? Yeah. They all were on all these medications, and they were all, and we kind of looked at each other and thought, is this like a dream? It was really weird, wasn't it, Kristen? It was a moment when we realized that something that we're doing is working. Right?
And we didn't know it at the time because we had known about the immune support that Coriolis versicolor mushroom. So we just assumed, yes, it's our immune system. Our immune system's just functioning more optimally. And we knew about these other complementary mushrooms, how they provide nerve and brain support and adrenal support and liver and pancreas support. But just now we're really learning what's actually happening with all of these mushrooms. And it goes down to like the cellular renewal level, DNA repair level with the mitochondria, because those help to repair the DNA as well. So that's why, even though it was discouraging and kind of sad to hear how much everybody was suffering, it was also encouraging because we had something that we could share with them that has really made a huge difference in a lot of their lives. One of our friends had a terminal condition, and he's still with us today, you know, years later. And it's because we ran into them at this event, and he started getting that extra support into his body, and his body responded to it. So it is funny that, you know, you look at yourself in the mirror every day and you don't really see the change. But then when someone that hasn't seen you in 5 or 6 or 7 years sees you again, and they not only say, oh, you haven't aged a bit, they say, wow, you look younger. Like, what are you doing? That's what they said. You guys look younger. So we're living, walking, talking examples of what this mushroom does for your body and how it helps. And as we're learning more about the facets of it and the intricacies of what activates these different processes in our bodies, everything's now making sense to us. Like, oh, this is why my wrinkles are gone. This is why my hair is still has all its color, you know, all of those different types of things. Now, I think, do we have one more video, or was that the last one?
We have one more.
Okay. Welcome to the Mushroom Moment. My name is Kristen Ludlow. I'm certified in mycology, which is the study of mushrooms. And we're going to talk about why shiitake and reishi mushrooms are great for graceful aging, skin, hair, and more. First, they're rich in antioxidants, which protect against cellular aging. Both mushrooms are packed with powerful antioxidants like ergothioneine,
selenium, and phenolic compounds that fight free radicals, helping prevent premature aging, wrinkles, and skin damage. Second, they provide immune system modulation, and a strong immune system helps repair and regenerate tissues, including skin and hair. Reishi helps reduce chronic inflammation and can calm autoimmune flare-ups that can manifest as acne, eczema, or irritation. And shiitake supports healthy immune response and tissue repair, which is the key for skin healing and glow. They can also help clear the skin and reduce wrinkles. Reishi has natural anti-inflammatory and antihistamine properties, making it ideal for calming redness, acne, puffiness, and irritation. And shiitake contains kojic acid, which helps brighten the complexion, fade dark spots, and reduce hyperpigmentation. Both mushrooms are rich in beta-glucans, which help retain moisture, smooth fine lines, and improve skin elasticity. These mushrooms also provide anti-inflammatory power. Inflammation is a root cause of skin breakouts, redness, and aging, but both mushrooms calm internal and external inflammation, improving skin clarity, reducing flare-ups, and promoting a more youthful, even complexion. They also provide hair color and growth support. Shiitake mushroom is rich in copper, which supports melanin production, helping preserve your hair's natural color and delay graying. And reishi mushroom helps improve circulation to the scalp, and it's thought to inhibit DHT, which is a hormone linked to hair loss. Both mushrooms reduce stress-related hair shedding and support adrenal health, helping restore hormonal imbalance. They also provide hydration and skin barrier repair. Reishi enhances skin hydration and helps repair the skin barrier, making it effective for dry, aging, or sensitive skin. And shiitake's polysaccharides help lock in moisture, improving the skin texture and softness. We also see brain and stress support. Reishi acts as a calming adaptogen, helping regulate stress hormones like cortisol that negatively impact skin, hair, and overall aging. And shiitake provides B vitamins to support energy and mood balance. And last, they help with metabolic and heart health. Both mushrooms help regulate blood sugar, support liver detoxification, and improve circulation, which all contribute to healthier skin, balanced hormones, and improved vitality. Thank you for watching our mushroom moment. God bless. I think that was the first one that we watched.
Yeah, I think it was.
That's okay. I have been dying laughing reading these comments.
I thought that was the same because it was the same timestamp. I wasn't for sure.
Weird, yeah.
I'll have to see if I got the other one real quick. Hold
They're
on.
reading these comments about people looking in the mirror, and it's great.
I know. It is kind of funny because you know what? We get up in the morning and some of us avoid the mirror like the plague. I know a lot of people do it. And, you know, I always said I'm gonna just fight aging, but I'm going to age gracefully. And I'm watching some of these comments about people saying, I avoid looking in the mirror. You know, I get it. I totally get it.
If we don't have the last video, that's fine. I do have the information here that I can go through with everybody if you want me to just kind of go through it. And then that way I can show the products at the same time. Do you want me to do that? Okay. Awesome. So
is this it? This one's talking about
it's graceful aging.
This way.
what is it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
Welcome to the Mushroom Moment. My name is Kristen Ludlow. I'm certified in mycology, which is the study of mushrooms, and we're going to learn how holistic mushrooms support graceful aging inside and out. Now, aging isn't just about wrinkles or gray hair. It's about how well our body manages inflammation and stress, metabolism, circulation, and cellular repair. And that's where holistic mushrooms truly shine. Coriolus versicolor, which is also known as turkey tail, supports immune balance and cellular defense. Chronic inflammation is one of the biggest drivers of premature aging, puffiness, and dull skin. So when the immune system is balanced, the skin looks clearer, swelling is reduced, and cells age more gracefully. Maitake supports metabolic and heart health. Stable blood sugar and healthy circulation play a huge role in skin clarity, elasticity, and overall vitality. So when metabolism is balanced, the body isn't constantly in a state of stress, and that shows up in healthier aging.
Lion's mane supports the brain and nervous system. Now, why does this matter for skin or hair? That's because deep sleep, stress resilience, and mental clarity are essential for hormone balance and cellular repair. So when the nervous system is calm, the body can focus on renewal. And shiitake supports skin glow, elasticity, and hair health. It provides powerful antioxidants that protect skin cells, support hydration, and promote circulation, helping deliver nutrients to both the skin and hair follicles. It's also one of the few natural non-animal sources of vitamin D when exposed to sunlight. Reishi is known as the mushroom of longevity. It helps calm the stress response, reduce inflammation, and support heart health. So lower stress means less collagen breakdown, reduced puffiness, and better overall aging from the inside out. So here's the big takeaway. Graceful aging isn't about chasing symptoms. It's about supporting systems. And when inflammation is balanced, stress is regulated, and metabolism is supported, circulation is strong, the result is better skin, healthier hair, a stronger heart, and a body that ages with resilience. That's the quiet power of holistic mushrooms. Hope you enjoyed watching our mushroom moment. God bless.
Nice.
There's your mushroom moment.
Glad you found that. So like I had said earlier, that combination of complementary mushrooms is what I personally take every single day. I take the Inforce Plus, which is the yellow bottle. It has the reishi mushroom and the Coriolis versicolor mushroom in it. I take the maitake in the Inforce Restore, the red bottle, the shiitake inside the Inforce Shield, the orange bottle, and also the lion's mane inside the Inforce Clarity, which is the blue bottle. And since we've launched the new Beauty and Longevity Gel, I also take that every day. I mix it in with my smoothie. Now, I do want to let you know ahead of time, it does have a very savory, earthy flavor because there's no like sugars or anything like that added to it, which we wanted to really maintain the integrity of the product and the purity of the product and make sure that it was just those botanicals and herbs and mushrooms that we need and the aloe vera. But especially if you know someone that's dealing with a lot of digestion issues, that aloe vera can be really calming. Ulcers, digestive issues that get exacerbated when they eat. I really recommend they start getting some aloe vera into their bodies, into their digestive systems to help calm and cool that down. But we're just so excited and so grateful to be doing what we're doing in a time like now where so many of us are waking up and we're rediscovering and we're remembering what's been available for us all along in nature, again, that we've been using for thousands of years. But there were agendas and there were powers that kind of hid that knowledge from us or, made us look the other way. And so they could offer us their solutions. And so it's fun that we're returning back to that natural order, returning back to the original design and the way things were supposed to be. And I just want to thank all of you guys, everyone that's a part of this community. I mean, you're so committed to service and to love and to light and to truth and to all of those virtues that we're aligned with, and I think that all of us stepping up together and educating ourselves and doing new things and going back to better ways are really what's going to make the difference and change things for the better. I'm sure all of you feel that we're on a completely different trajectory as mankind, as humanity. We're on a completely different trajectory than we were even just 10 years ago. So it's making a big, big difference. So thank you, sheepdogs, for letting me come on and share my heart and share my nerdiness.
Thank you.
Kristen, we love your nerdiness. It's like, she's so beautiful, and then she's a nerd. Usually they go together, right? So, in closing for us, Mr. and Mrs. Sheepdog, and everything you guys do, and your wonderful community, we are here to help our animals. We're here to help people. It's the most gratifying thing I know I've ever done. I think Kristen and Kim will agree. But we are disrupting the pet industry. We're disrupting big pharma. We're trying to get people to understand that bringing it back to nature as God intended it is the way that we're going to win. And this movement that we're on, we want to have a million voices out there to help our animals, to help people be healthier so they can take better care of their animals. As Kristen said, we all feel like we are at a place where we're seeing something that's being rediscovered. And so we do have an affiliate program. If anybody would like to become a voice with us, just let us know in an email to sheepdogspets@gmail.com. And Kim and I will get back to you and let you know how the affiliate program works. But again, we're just here to help, and we love our animals and we love our people, and we love the sheepdogs. We have a question from Jack Love 123. Will the mushrooms interact with any kind of medications in a negative way? That's the beauty of something natural. No, it will not interact. However, the reishi mushroom, which is in the yellow bottle, should not be taken if you're taking blood thinners, because it has a little bit of its own blood thinning capabilities. So that's the only thing that we say be conscious of. Always tell your doctor, if you go to the doctor, what you're taking, because he has a right to know. However, he doesn't have a right to tell you what to or what not to take. So do your own research, do your own due diligence, but none of the mushrooms that we have interfere with any of the medications that you're taking. And that's the beauty of nature, right?
And
So,
the color mushroom specifically has no known interactions with any medications or treatments. It can't overdose, can't get addicted. There are no side effects to it. So that's a great one. If you're on a lot of medications, then I recommend starting just with the Enforce, getting your immune system modulated, and then maybe you can get to the point where you can start going down on some of those medications as your body repairs and rebalances itself on its own terms. Now, I do take one of each of these mushrooms every single day. Now, I also only weigh 125 pounds. So if you're maybe twice my weight, you might want to take 2 of them a day. But all 4 of these, the yellow, blue, orange, and red, I take one of them every morning right when I wake up. That's the first thing that I do. It literally is like my breakfast. And then at night, I also take another one of the yellow because of the adrenal support that it provides. It helps you get better sleep, better rest. You go into a deeper sleep when your adrenals are supported. So I take an extra of the Enforce Plus. Now, I also see someone said Nerds Rock 2026. Yes, I'm all for that campaign. And also which mushroom is good for stress and the nervous system. And I recommend 2 things together. First, I recommend the Coriolis versicolor mushroom. We say every pet, every person, every day should be taking this because your own immune system is able to regulate your hormones, balance your adrenals, help with the adrenaline and the cortisol and all of those things that get released when you're going through any type of stress or trauma. So we want to make sure you're at least getting this into your system every day. I recommend 1 capsule for every 50 pounds. And then I also recommend adding the complementary mushroom lion's mane, which we have in the Enforce Clarity. That is good for brain and nerve support. But there are so many studies that are coming out on the lion's mane and how it helps with anxiety, depression, ADHD, ADD, PTSD. There are so many studies that you can look up on your own. You don't even have to take my word for it on how the lion's mane mushroom impacts the brain and actually helps to remap the brain. It's doing a lot of amazing things for you because of several of the different components in it. So first of all, I don't know if your divorce is a congratulations or an I'm sorry, but either way, praying that everything works out for the better for you, everything works in your good. And I definitely recommend just taking these 2 together while you're going through all of that to help keep your brain and nerves supported, but also keep your immune system modulated to help your body stay balanced and in harmony while you're going through all of that.
And, one of the things that we love about what we're doing is that we get irrefutable numbers. We get numbers back, whether somebody is dealing with cancer or they're dealing with something where they have numbers that they can watch, liver enzymes in their animal. And one of the things we've seen with the lion's mane, it's been really kind of fun, is that people will report to us, I'll back up. When they're taking the green bottle, we get tons of reports of better sleep. where people will say, I'm just sleeping better. I didn't realize I'm sleeping better. But then when we have people that are on the lion's mane, and this is kind of fun because it's brain and nerve support, right? Well, what we're seeing is that people will report to us, and it's happened to me and it's happened to my husband, more vivid dreams, not scary dreams, just more vivid dreams, which tells you something's going on in the mind, that it's actually doing something, because I don't usually dream in so many colors. And have you experienced that, Kristen?
Absolutely. Yeah. And happier dreams, like no nightmares or anything like that.
No. If I was having nightmares, I'd be all over it. I'm having some lighting issues here, guys. But if I'm like, look, I'm like this whole thing. My light's gone crazy.
It looks like Dale's just holding a flashlight.
Well, it's exactly what's happening right now, because all the lights just went out. So we're like trying to light things up from behind and trying to light things up from above, and we're not having any luck here. So, oh well. But it's really interesting. In 2024, the American Medical Association actually linked the brain to the immune system. That's the first time that the medical world ever said, the brain and the immune system have something to do with one another. It was a huge, huge admission. And what that did was it opened for so many people, like Parkinson's, like dementia, like seizures. We started seeing some amazing things happen. With Parkinson's, we have a gentleman in Hawaii who his Parkinson was progressing. So what we did with him was we suggested that first he get his immune system the support it needed. And then we suggested that he add the lion's mane. The first doctor's appointment he had 3 months later was the first time in 4 years that his Parkinson's didn't progress. We're 3.5 years into it. His Parkinson's has not progressed since then. So again, irrefutable test results and numbers showing that this is helping. Whether it will digress, I don't know. But stopping the progression, in my opinion, is worth everything. And that just takes me to my last statement. What do you have to lose? A lot of times I'll talk to people who are dealing with something catastrophic, and they'll say, I just don't know. Should I take this? I'm not sure. And my comment always is the same. What do you have to lose? It's all natural. It can't hurt you. And we have a money back guarantee. If in 30 days you don't see something going on, you're not going to see miracles in 30 days like mine. Mine was a miracle. And some people do see that, but you're going to be able to feel something's going on differently in your body. We have a money back guarantee. So what do you have to lose? Right, Kristen? Right, Kim?
And like you said, everybody's body metabolizes foods differently. Some people, it works really quickly. Some people, it takes a little bit longer. RFK Jr. said that disease is brewing in the body long before the symptoms ever present themselves. It takes 15 to 20 years for a lot of these different conditions to start rearing their ugly heads and showing up as symptoms. And so not everybody's able to undo 15 to 20 years of progression in 15 to 20 days, right? But if it does take a little bit of time, because these mushrooms are not cures for anything. These are not medications. These are not treatments. They are whole foods that are supporting the bodies and the body's own functions, the body's own ability to address a lot of these concerns that we're talking about. And I see someone that asked, that said, I bet if you did a mushroom enema, you'd probably get some good results. And I've never done this, but I do know people that have taken the powder out of the Enforce capsules and made mushroom enemas. And it was unbelievable what their bodies purged. I couldn't even, but unfortunately they sent me pictures, which I can't unsee. But it blew me away because I was just so shocked at that. And Jack, I'm so happy to hear you've gone down from 34 medicines down to 3. That makes my heart so happy. I'm so grateful. Thank you. I'm so grateful that you've had that experience. Thanks for sharing that with us.
That takes courage. It takes being intensely dedicated to your own body instead of what your doctor is telling you. And I love when I hear that kind of stuff. We had a dog that was on 10 medications. Remember that, Kristen? Including Prozac. And they had a dog on freaking Prozac. The poor dog was so drugged up, it didn't know what it was coming or going. It was a mess. It was a German Shepherd. We were able to get it off of every medication with the exception of 2 heart meds, put it on a little bit of mineral therapy, a little bit of mushroom therapy, a little bit of CBD because she was in pain. And within 3 to 4 weeks, it was a different dog. And, you hear stories like that when people go into hospice, they're not allowed to take medications, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll hear people say they have this miraculous recovery once they went off of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we're not recommending that. You got to talk to your doctor. Disclaimer. But we have seen things like that. So congratulations for you.
Yes.
Isn't there a gut-brain connection too with the lion's mane?
Yes, both the lion's mane and the Coriolis versicolor both really affect the gut-brain axis. And anyone that has done studying into like anatomy and that knows that your stomach is, they call it your second brain. And people think that your stomach, their only purpose of it is to digest food. And that's not its sole purpose. It has another purpose that's equally as important called autophagy. But autophagy usually happens only from food deprivation, like fasting, or from a lot of stress can cause the autophagy process to begin. And the autophagy process is what cleans out your entire body, and your good cells start eating up the old bad cells and use them as fuel and converts them into new stem cells. It's an incredible process. I recommend looking into it. But what's incredible about the Coriolis versicolor mushroom specifically is it has a component, a polyamine called spermidine. And spermidine is one of the only known compounds that activates autophagy even without fasting or deprivation or stress, which again makes sense why the body, when it starts getting the Coriolis versicolor mushroom in its mycelial phase, which is when we extract it, it has to be in the mycelial phase because the spermidine it's not very potent at all when it's fully fruited. That's why you get so much cellular renewal, cellular repair, DNA repairs, all happening through that autophagy process that's being activated by the spermidine in the mycelial phase of the mushroom. So it's really incredible once you start looking into it, all of it.
Well, and Kristen, I want to show you a quick picture. I had someone send this to me over the holidays, and they said, look at what we have growing in our backyard. And it was a beautiful picture of turkey tail. And her comment was, is this safe to eat? Can I eat this? Will it do for me what the turkey tail Coriolis versicolor mushroom does? And my first response was, well, first of all, you don't know, what's been put on that, insecticide, pesticides, all of that. My gut feeling is no, I wouldn't take it. But it wasn't harvested in the mycelium state. It would have been harvested in the fully fruited body, and I don't think it's going to be nearly as potent because it doesn't have the PSP and the PSK like the mushrooms that we have, and the testing that we do on our mushrooms, which I think is really important.
It doesn't taste very good either.
It's not very tasty. But there are some good benefits in its fully fruited body. When it's fully fruited turkey tail, it does have a lot of beta glucans, which are really good for your body. But all of the mushrooms have a lot of beta glucans in them. And we also get beta glucans from a lot of the plants and a lot of the regular foods that we eat. Yeah. So there's not really a shortage of beta glucans for us in the American diet. However, the reason why the mycelial phase is so important specifically for that turkey tail mushroom is because that's when it's still a baby. It's still in it's called a mesh form. And our pharmaceutical grade extract is so rich in the polysaccharide peptides and the polysaccharide crestins, PSP and PSK, and the spermidine. And those are the components that really, really help the body and help to modulate the immune system. And you won't get those when it's fully fruited. They're almost completely dispersed at that point. So yes, they're good to eat. Yes, you will get great benefits from them, but if you're specifically looking for that immunomodulation, then I recommend getting the mycelial extract because it'll be richer in the PSP and the PSK.
Yeah, it's like me. I always tell people, you can buy sushi at a gas station, but would you? But it's the same thing with turkey tail. You can get it everywhere. And we have had so many people who have come to us and said, I have tried mushrooms. I've tried taking mushroom supplements. I'm taking this one mushroom supplement that has 30 mushrooms in it. And unfortunately, it is a mushroom craze right now. It is kind of a like the .com phase back in the 80s. Everybody's doing mushrooms this, mushrooms that. So you do have to be very careful. And if we want to end with one thing, Kristen, would you just touch on the testing that happens with our mushrooms at what stages, and how we make sure that the mushrooms that we offer are ethical and the best you can get.
Yeah, and this is common sense for this community. You understand the importance of purity, right? You all understand the importance of integrity. A lot of the mushrooms that are being manufactured and produced today, first of all, they're using artificial lighting. They're using a lot of synthetic equipment and stuff to mimic how a mushroom would grow out in the wild. Ours grows outdoors. It gets access to sunlight, so it does store the vitamin D. So it's a part of nature. It's surrounded by trees, so they're actually communicating with nature, which is watch this documentary called Fantastic Fungi, and you'll see how mushrooms communicate with plants and trees and beings all around it. So not only is it grown in those better conditions, but every single batch of mushrooms that we get, not only our Coriolis versicolor, but even our complementary mushrooms, they're tested 3 times for purity. So we have 3 certificates of analysis on every single batch. Right when we harvest them, after we extract them, it's tested again to make sure that the purity levels are correct. And then after it's processed before we ship them out, when they're already in their capsule and tablet form, we test it again just to make sure that the integrity is there and the purity is there. So I think we can all agree that in a world full of synthetic delusions and toxic overloads and artificial everything, the closest we can get back to nature and getting that into our body, organic, pure, natural ingredients, then the better our bodies can metabolize it, and we can use it more effectively. We understand how to read it.
Well, gosh, we've been like an hour. I can't believe we took a whole hour. We thought these little videos were going to go so quickly. So thank you,
Great information.
Dog, for all your time and support. We appreciate you. We're going to turn it back over to you and
Thank you.
Thank everyone.
Thank y'all.
Well, thank you. I want to show you a little bit. We have the QR code up on the screen as well for Sheepdog's Pets. Also, if you go to the website, here's the website, right? Okay. So this is right here. You have these little tabs. You got Shop Now, Join Us, About Us, Research, Help Center, and My Account. If you go right over here to Research, you can share little articles to Facebook and your X account, which would also link back to sheepdogspets.com. And you're also educating your friends and family about Coriolis. First, I'll have to let Kristen pronounce that. Turkey tail.
Coriolis versicolor.
But if you click right here, for instance, let's say this article, there's several articles I'll show you. Are the manufactured pet foods we are buying good for our fur babies? You can share that article. Common pet toys that are dangerous. Coriolis versicolor. Can we give it to our humans? And harnessing the power and the benefits of mushrooms. Let's say we want to do this one. You can click right here. Right, it's going to open the article up. You can come right down here. If you have an X account, Facebook, right, click X, right, takes it right to your account, and you can just post it, boom, just like that, to your website, and that's it. Yay. So you can share these articles out as well as your Facebook. You can just click the Facebook logo next to the articles after you check them out. There you go.
Mr. Sheepdog, so many people respond when they see things about animals. It's amazing at the response people get because it's neutral. Everybody loves their animals and everybody wants to learn more about it. Thank you for sharing that. I think you're one of the first podcasters that's ever walked us through that on a live podcast, right, Kristen?
That's really good.
And you can also, sorry to talk over, at the top, there's also, when you go to the Shop Now, the horses, cats, dogs, humans. You want to click there if you're looking for all of the human stuff or all of the dog stuff. It'll bring it up.
Okay, where is that at?
In the Shop Now.
Shop Now, yeah.
Okay.
Now.
Right here you have dogs, cats, horses, others, I don't know what that, humans, and packs. What's others?
Others should be on the other side of packs. That's like gear, like merchandise, like T-shirts
Okay.
and hats and that kind of stuff.
Cool. There you go. Check out the website. Share the articles. Share the links. If you
Yes, please do. It'll
please
help
do.
the community.
Yeah. Share the links out to your Facebook or your X accounts, and greatly appreciate it.
It was easy enough. If I do it from my shut up. If I do it from my phone, I have to start the video. You hit start video, and then you can share it from there.
I like the Bud's little background.
Yeah.
Yep. Bud
Nice.
says, I want
This
some.
guy-
That really,
And he's not going to take it anymore.
no, it just adds to the show. I really appreciate it. Bud, we owe you some mush puppies
Back off.
or some chill doggies. Sorry,
Yes. He says, I want chill doggies.
or some chill doggies. There you go.
Super sauce.
The super sauce. All right, so this is a little short video, spiritual meaning of mushrooms. We're just going to play this real quick, and we're going to end it right after this, guys. It was an awesome show.
Spiritual meaning of mushrooms. Have you ever noticed how mushrooms seem to appear almost magically, overnight, in dark places, or after a storm? They're mysterious, ancient, and deeply connected to the cycles of nature. But did you know that mushrooms also carry powerful spiritual meanings? In this video, we'll explore the hidden symbolism of mushrooms, and why they've been seen as sacred messengers in cultures and spiritual traditions around the world. If mushrooms have been showing up in your life or dreams, this message is for you. 1. Symbol of rebirth and transformation. Mushrooms grow in the shadows, in decay, in the quiet corners of the forest, and yet from death and darkness, they bring forth new life. Spiritually, mushrooms represent rebirth, transformation, and the alchemy of the soul. They remind us that even in our darkest moments, we are capable of profound growth and renewal. Just like the mushroom, your soul may be rising from a hidden place, ready to bloom in a new form. 2. Connection to the spirit world. For centuries, mushrooms, especially certain sacred varieties, have been used by shamans and mystics to connect with the spirit world. They are believed to open doors to higher consciousness and unseen realms. If mushrooms are appearing frequently in your path or in your dreams, it could be a sign that your spiritual senses are awakening and that you're being invited to go deeper into your intuitive, mystical self. 3. Wisdom of the earth and the ancients. Mushrooms are part of the mycelium network, an underground web that connects forests, trees, and entire ecosystems. Spiritually, this speaks of ancient wisdom, interconnectedness, and the intelligence of nature itself. Seeing mushrooms may be a sign that it's time to reconnect with the earth, trust its cycles, and listen to the quiet wisdom of your ancestors or spirit guides. 4. Hidden blessings and divine timing. Mushrooms grow quietly, without fanfare, often hidden beneath leaves or soil until the perfect moment. They teach us about patience, divine timing, and the beauty of what is unseen. Spiritually, their appearance may be a message to trust that something beautiful is growing within you, even if you can't yet see it. The universe is working in secret. Your blessing is unfolding. 5. Resilience and survival. Despite their delicate appearance, mushrooms are some of the most resilient life forms on Earth. They thrive in places others cannot. Spiritually, this represents inner strength, adaptability, and endurance. If mushrooms keep appearing to you, it may be a reminder from your higher self. You are stronger than you realize. You are rooted in something ancient and powerful. Mushrooms are more than just fungi. They are mystical symbols of life, death, rebirth, and connection. They remind us that the greatest growth often happens in silence, in stillness, and in the dark. If mushrooms have been showing up for you, it's not random. It's a message to awaken, to listen, and to trust in your spiritual unfolding. If you found this journey meaningful, be sure.
You've been seeing mushrooms today, folks. That means you need to get with your higher self and order from sheepdogspets.com.
I love that. Well done.
That was a great video.
That was great.
Well, thank you, ladies, for coming on tonight. I know you did an amazing presentation again. Thank you so much. Thank you for the creativity, Kristen. That's amazing. I like it. Everyone else likes it too. So I might run those here and there, maybe towards the end of each show. I'd like maybe a little advertisement, so we look forward to more. Now you got to make more. You know that, right?
So there
Now you got to top that.
And you can And you can take those videos at the end if you want. You can just put your website on there so people know
Cool.
where.
We'll share them out.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Nice.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Yeah, and we'll send you the other two. There are two more.
Okay, well, that would be awesome.
Yeah, nice.
Awesome.
Y'all have a great rest of your night. Thank you for everyone that has supporting the show, has ordered in the past, present, and the future. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
Definitely.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Yeah,
Love you all.
good night,
Bye.
everyone.
Thank you so much.
Good night, everyone. Love y'all.
We got the people's wisdom. Yeah, we carry that flame. Truth in the streets, not the soothing mind.
And this just don't live in a tower of stone. It lives in the hearts of the folks back home. Hey, we got the people's wisdom, people's rhythm, people's system. Yeah, the truth hits hard when the whole crowd listens.
Granddad taught me on the porch, swing slow. Some real justice is the things you know. A handshake deal, a promise kept tight. Wrong feels wrong and right feels right. Ain't no statute gonna tell me what's fair. I see the truth standing right over there. Common law roots like the oak tree strong. Been holding up folks for 100 years long.
Ooh, we don't need a crown or a robe or a throne. We judge by the heart, not the words carved in stone.
We got the people's wisdom. Yeah, we carry that flame.
Truth in the streets, not the suits with a name. Justice don't live in a tower of stone. It lies in the hearts of the folks back home. Hey, we got the people's wisdom, people's rhythm, people's system. Yeah, the truth hits hard when the whole crowd listens. Mama said, girl, let your voice ring clear. Truth don't whisper when the people draw near. We settle things fair with the look in the eye, not a stack of laws stacked up to the sky.
Got that hip-hop snap with a country town sway. Baseline jumping like a horse in the hay. Common sense, justice in the way that we play. If it harms somebody, then it ain't our way. We don't need roads to know what's right.
We don't need courts to see the light.
We got the people's wisdom.
We got the people's wisdom. Shining bright. We got the people's wisdom. Yeah, we carry that flame. Truth in the streets, not the suits with a name. Justice don't live in a tower of stone. It lives in the hearts of the folks back home. Hey, we got the people's wisdom, people's rhythm, people's system. Yeah, the truth hits hard when the whole crowd listens.